Hey guys, so I just wanted to drop in and try out making a video for you. Um the reason being I pushed out a bunch of stuff, a task today that I've gotten some questions already about, which is great. I love that you guys are choosing to reach out and be proactive. Um but I wanted to kind of hopefully clarify some things. But before we do that, I just want you to know that as your teacher, I miss you guys so much. And to those of you that have reached out and those of you that have been working and thinking while we're apart, how proud I am of you for taking that initiative. I know it's not easy, um, but we can do it. And I think the most important thing to remember is that even though we're supposed to be staying apart, we're still connected. We can still work towards our goals and everything that we're doing. Okay. So with that in mind, you are at my house right now, sort of, so my dogs might be making some noise, but let's go ahead and just go through that document together, and then maybe look over a few other things if I think of it. Otherwise, if you have any other questions, send me an email. Okay. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Perfect. So this morning, you should have gotten an email that had this as an attachment. Okay. If you didn't get that email, but you checked Teams, it should be an assignment in Teams, and we can look at that as well. So this is just a letter at the beginning and kind of a schedule proposal that you guys can consider. The most important thing is that your folks look at this too, okay? Because I want you guys to kind of work together to come up with something that seems reasonable. Um, I know that I bet you a lot of you are sleeping in. I'm sleeping in a little bit too, totally okay. But with that in mind, we got to remember that we still need to keep our brains moving somehow, right? And so I'm suggesting that for this class, you guys should probably commit an hour a day, Monday through Friday. Okay, totally okay to still include your weekends at this point. Might feel like it's blending all together. I know that's how it feels for me. But creating routine is really good for us. Okay, it's really good practice. Just do your best to start creating a routine, whether that's writing it down or, just visiting with your folks or having your parents help you out, whatever you need to do. Okay, sorry, the lighting is so terrible. There we go. All right. So, again, this is just information only. From here, this is what I have suggested for ELA, okay? First thing you need to consider is journaling for 5 to 10 minutes each day. Two purposes for this. The first purpose is that journaling is just good to keep your writing skills kind of sharp, okay? That's something that writers practice anyway, just journaling about daily life. If you guys are interested, or maybe I'll just post some writing prompts that you guys can choose from. Um, but the second reason is, guys, we're experiencing a really unprecedented kind of time in history. And I think it would be really cool for you guys to take some time to just kind of record what your life is like right now. This is the first time in my lifetime that I've ever been asked to stay home and stay away from people. So we're really going through something pretty monumental, I guess, in the history of humankind. Okay, so take some time, do a little bit of journaling, talk about what life's like at home, you know, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. Just do a little bit of journaling every day, okay? Weekdays, okay? If you want to do it on the weekends, totally fine. Okay, so the other part of your kind of hour commitment to ELA is our learning menu. And I'll briefly go through that. It's hopefully fairly self-explanatory, but you do need to consider committing 20 to 30 minutes to those tasks each day, okay? And I'll kind of show you how that is going to kind of look like for your week, all right? Last thing is to read for fun, okay? With that, I understand that getting a hold of books is going to be very difficult at this time. Thankfully, a lot of apps have opened up their resources for free. Um, So if you do have access to novels, pick one up and start reading it. At least 10 minutes each weekday. But if not, here's some resources. Libby is actually connected to Yakima Public Libraries. So if you have an account through them, you have access to everything on Libby. Okay, so check that out if you already have a Yakima Public Library card. Okay, Audible, I just found out, has opened 2 months free. Okay, I just got Audible Amazon Kindle this morning to try it out. Works great, and it is free for 2 months. So make sure you run that by your folks if you're going to download that, if you don't have that already, just so they are aware of kind of your Amazon stuff. Okay, all right. Also, FreeBooks is another free book app. Oh, let me back up. So Audible, actually, you can listen and you can read, which is really nice because I'm not a big listener. I need to, if I'm listening, I like to read it too. Ooh, light, there we go. But FreeBooks is just reading only, and they have a pretty good selection. They have a lot of the classics and stuff like that. So if you're wanting to kind of brush up on your classical literature, head to FreeBooks. All right, enough about that. So here is your suggested weekly schedule. So this just kind of maps out how you can plan kind of your routine. Okay. So every day, 5 to 10 minutes journal, and then you'll notice that the 20 to 30 minutes is going to change a little bit each day because you'll start your enrichment menu activities by choosing an appetizer. Okay, so here's your appetizers that you can choose from. You're going to choose one of those assignments. Okay, let me back up. So you're going to look at your Quizlet set because your appetizers actually correlate with the vocabulary you should be studying right now. You're going to choose an appetizer to complete, and then you should have that done by, so you start at Monday, finish it Tuesday, okay? Then Wednesday, you can start on your entree, and if you look at your entrees, you need to, so for your entrees, you want to include components of kind of character development, okay? So here's some words to know that are in bold. There's main character, character traits, round character, flat character, dynamic character, and static character, okay? In Uncle Marcos, you're going to find all of those. So just read through that information before you get into Uncle Marcos, okay? And then that should be done by Thursday. And then Friday, you can complete something from the dessert menu, which is down here, okay? And this is looking at subject complements, so hopefully we'll be able to kind of look at our conventions. If you remember, that's grammar. So do a little bit of study there, and you can create a board game, a PowerPoint, and if you don't have access to a computer, but you're still interested in PowerPoint, just kind of sketch out a PowerPoint, like 5 PowerPoint slides on a sheet of paper. Create a poster. And last thing you can do is create a TikTok, okay? If you're into that kind of thing. I haven't quite gotten into TikTok yet, but here it's cool. Also, if you're interested, here are your standards that we are kind of focusing on this week, okay? So this is week 1. This is found in your email. This is also found in Teams. Here is Teams. It is titled At Home Enrichment Menu Week 1, okay? And then you'll notice that I created a Dropbox. So all the tasks that you're working on, you'll have 3 from the menu: an appetizer, a dessert, or yeah, maybe an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. 3 tasks, all right? But remember, I want you to journal, and I do want you to recreational read, okay? All right, so any work that you want me to take a look at, you'll submit it here. If you do pencil to paper, take a picture of it, attach it, and I'll take a look, okay? I put a due date of Friday on this one. If you don't have access right now, just submit them when you get them done, okay? We're gonna be flexible, but I do want you guys to kind of create some sort of learning routine for yourselves. Agreed? Okay. So this is where you'll find your Quizlet sets. They are titled, if you haven't already, you need to look at the academic vocabulary Quizlet set, okay? Once you've reviewed that one, then you can go to Uncle Marcos and then start your appetizer. All right. And then, okay, so this is, if you haven't seen, I posted a letter last week. Just telling y'all how much I miss you, because I do. These are all the texts that we will be using for our at-home learning. What else? Oh, okay, so there are multiple ways to access our, my dog. What are you doing, Stick? So there are multiple ways to access our text. Are you gonna say hi? Come here. Can you see her? Say hi. Say hi to the kids. She's saying hi. Yep. Hello. All right. See you later. Nope. Bye. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, okay. So to access Uncle Marcos and the rest of Unit 5, you can continue to look at the accessible level text that I should be able to post here. Well, they are posted here. What am I even talking about? They're here. They are this. Optional learning, My Perspectives Reading level text. Okay. You guys have seen these before. If you want to listen and read, let's see if Pearson will allow me to, maybe. Okay. Uncle Marcos is assigned to you. So it's here. It's a 24-minute read if you want to listen to it. Yeah, so that's absolutely an option as well. If you have your books at home, I know a lot of you do just like using your books, and I love that about you. So feel free to do that. If I haven't said it, it's on page 449 in your book, okay? Other than that, am I missing anything? So I guess the last thing I want to say is, first off, I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Make sure that you're getting outside if you can and getting some sunshine every day. Make sure that you're keeping moving one way or another. I recommended in the letter that I'm sending home that you guys try to commit 1 hour to some sort of physical activity, mostly because it's just really good at keeping us sane. Okay, that's a big part of my life. If you need some suggestions, I love doing yoga. I love running, going for walks when the weather's good, just anything to kind of keep yourself kind of mobile and moving and feeling good. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. Please get a hold of me if you have questions. Shoot me an email. If your folks have any questions, have them shoot me an email as well. Otherwise, should be getting computers in the near future. So first Miss G at home learning video complete. All right, stay out of trouble. See you guys in a couple of weeks.